Just ahead of the 2026-27 season, it's once again time to rank the best players in the world based on their performances throughout the domestic leagues, the Champions League or European League, and of course the European Championship. Today we're talking about the line players, the anchors of every great offense and defense. As always, this ranking is based on my personal opinion, even though I back it up with statistics, performances and achievements. Some of you will certainly disagree with parts of this list, and that's completely fine. Let me know your own ranking in the comments below. But now, without further ado, let's get started. Before we get into the top 10, let's quickly mention a few players who narrowly missed out this year. Honorable mentions go to Aaron Sesing, Josip Simic and Dragan Pechmalbek. All three had very solid seasons and showed their value at both ends of the court, but compared to the players inside today's ranking, they either lack consistency, international success, or simply didn't produce enough on the biggest stages. At number 10 we have Mihailo Masenic. The Serbian veteran once again proved why he remains one of the toughest line players to defend. He scored 79 league goals while contributing 19 blocks and 7 steals defensively. In European competition he added another 36 goals alongside 9 blocks, showing that his defensive presence remains elite even in the biggest matches. At this stage of his career, Masenic is still one of the best two-way pivots in the game. He just needs to work on his scoring efficiency to climb the ranks again. At number 9 we find Elidis Vidarsson. The Icelandic line player enjoyed another excellent season. He finished with 114 league goals, while also recording 8 blocks and 9 steals. At the European Championship he added another 32 goals and 5 blocks, becoming one of Iceland's most reliable targets on the 6-meter line. His combination of physical strength and mobility continues to make him one of Europe's rising stars. Number 8 goes to Kamil Szybczak. The Polish international once again delivered another productive season. Szybczak scored 105 league goals before adding another 70 goals in European competition. As always, he remained one of the most dominant offensive pivots in handball, using his size and positioning to create space for both himself and his teammates. While others ahead of him offered a more complete defensive package, Szybczak's scoring ability keeps him comfortably inside the top 10. At number 6 we find Yannick Kohlbacher. The German veteran had one of the best domestic seasons of his career. Kohlbacher finished with an outstanding 207 league goals by adding 5 blocks and 12 steals, making one of the Bundesliga's most complete pivots, and he was named best pivot of the league. Although Germany rotated heavily at the European Championship, he still contributed another goal when he got upon. His leadership, offensive intelligence and consistency once again make him one of the world's best. Rank 6 goes to Justus Fischer, another outstanding all-around season from the German line player. Fischer scored 139 league goals, while recording 14 blocks and an impressive 20 steals. In European competition he added another 54 goals alongside 9 blocks, before contributing 14 goals and 6 blocks at the European Championship. Very few pivots influence both ends of the court as much as Fischer, whose defensive work often goes unnoticed despite being among the very best in Europe. I think he's on the road to become a top 3 line player if he keeps going like the past 2 seasons. 5th place belongs to Luís Frade. The Portuguese international continued his rise among the world's elite. Frade scored 69 goals in European competition before adding another 35 goals during Portugal's excellent European Championship campaign. While his domestic numbers were limited, his performances against the strongest opponents throughout the season demonstrated why he has become one of the most complete line players in world handball. His movement, timing and chemistry with Portugal's backcourt were exceptional once again. He is an insane offensive weapon and crowned an amazing season with the Champions League title. At number 4 we have Ludovic Fabregas. One of the greatest pivots of this generation remains firmly among the elite. Fabregas scored 48 goals and 8 blocks in European competition before adding another 20 goals and 5 blocks at the European Championship. As always, his impact goes far beyond statistics. His screens, defensive positioning and ability to control the 6-meter line make him invaluable. Even when he doesn't fill the score sheet, he completely changes games throughout his defensive dominance and handball IQ. He was once again named the best defender by the EHF, cementing his claim to rank 4 this season. The 3rd best line player this season is Nicolas Tournard. The French giant enjoyed another fantastic year. Tournard finished with 149 league goals before adding another 84 goals in European competition and 22 more at the European Championship. Few pivots were as efficient around the 6-meter line, and his chemistry with his backcourt players continues to produce easy goals game after game. Combined with another season competing for major titles, Turner once again proved why he belongs among the world's very best. Second place goes to Magnus Saugstrup. The Danish defensive specialist once again showed why he's arguably the best two-way pivot in handball. Saugstrup scored 86 league goals by contributing an incredible 19 blocks and 10 steals. In European competition he added another 52 goals before producing another outstanding European championship with 14 goals and 8 blocks, while helping Denmark to win yet another major title and being named the best line player by the EHF. His defensive influence is unmatched and offensively he remains one of the smartest line players in the game. But the best line player of the 2026 season in my opinion has been Johannes Goller. Another phenomenal season from the German captain. Goller finished with 153 league goals by adding 18 blocks and 18 steals, underlining his complete handball impact at both ends of the court. He followed that with 80 goals and 7 blocks in European competition before contributing another 32 goals during the European Championship. What separates Goller from everyone else is the complete package. He is an elite finisher around the 6-meter line, one of the world's strongest defenders, an outstanding screener and one of the best leaders in international handball. Whether it's the Bundesliga, the European League or the European Championship, Goller consistently performs at the highest level while making everyone around him better, and he was named best pivot of the Euros. For me, Johannes Goller has been the best line player in the world this season and therefore he takes the number 1 spot. But that's just my opinion. How would you rank these line players? Does Saugstrup deserve the number 1 spot because of his defensive dominance? Is Turner too high? Or should one of the honorable mentions have made the top 10? Let me know your ranking in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next video.